Hello, and welcome to Dairy Processing's Equipment Deep Dive. I'm Kristen Putch, Managing Editor of Dairy Processing. I'm happy to be joined today by George Doan, Product Manager at Axiflow Technologies, headquartered in Tampa, Florida. George is at their R&D pilot lab facility in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for joining me today, George.
Good morning, Kristen. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
Today we're talking about Axiflow's sanitary twin screw pump technology and the benefits for the dairy processing's food and beverage industries. George, tell us more about Axiflow and the customers that you're serving.
So Axiflow Technologies is a sanitary twin screw positive displacement pump manufacturer here in the U.S. We've got over 125 years of combined process and pumping experience in the food and pharmaceutical industry. We're partnered with a company in Germany by the name of Young Process Systems that helps us manufacture and assemble the pumps there in Europe as well as here in the U.S. We have 3 locations. Our engineering and research and development and pilot plant location is located in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is my facility where I'm at. And then we have fabrication and assembly in Tampa, Florida, and our administrative and spare parts warehouses in Kennesaw, Georgia. Our primary focus is to provide pumps and pumping systems to focus on utilizing the benefits of twin screw pumping technology. We service and have many pumping systems, but we try to focus on using that twin screw technology to benefit the customer's usage. So some of our customers, we're in a lot of different market segments. Our most used customers market segment is the food processing market. We have pumps in dairy processing focusing on culture products and bulk transfer of cream and milk products, the brewing and beverage industry with yeast and concentrate transfer, prepared foods manufacturing, sauces and condiments, bakery and confectionery manufacturing, and plant-based product manufacturing. We also have pumps and systems in the personal care industry with pharmaceutical processing as well for lotions and creams, cosmetics, oral hygiene products, over-the-counter medications, and also injectable and oral medicine manufacturing. One of the largest markets we're seeing an increase in now is the pet food manufacturing. So we're starting to get really involved in the finished products for the pet food industry. We also offer pumps for industrial and chemical industry as well.
And can you explain the technology behind Axiflow's positive displacement twin screw?
So the fundamental concept of twin screw pump is the use of 2 intermeshing feed screws synchronized by timing gears, thereby permitting the feed screws to convey a liquid without metal-to-metal contact. This technology has been around for over 100 years, primarily utilized in the oil and gas industry, with offering a viable solution and use in the food and pharmaceutical industry about 25 years ago. They saw the value in the oil and gas industry was to be able to pump heavy liquids, heavy crude oils, and then transfer it to light liquids like water and steam condensate. So it was an easy transition from into the food industry to be able to do the thick products like sauces and different types of foods, and then transfer it to the CIP liquids, the clean and process systems. The twin screw pump concepts allows us to run from less than 1 centipoid viscosity product all the way over 2 million centipoids. Newtonian and non-Newtonian fluids under various conditions, including multiple phases, gas phase, liquid phase combinations, with elevated temperatures and dry running is possible as well.
Tell us more about the 2-in-1 capabilities of the sanitary twin screw pump.
So the 2-in-1 concept of using the twin screw pump in processing means we can essentially do 2 separate processes that occur in food processing specifically. Typically with a PD pumping system, you'll have a standard PD pump for your high viscous products and process that you're running. And then you have an additional centrifugal pump for doing your CIP or your clean in place cleaning. Um, the purpose of using the twin screw technologies, we're able to eliminate those two pieces of equipment and use one piece to do both of those processes. So, for example, we can run low speed, 500 or so RPM for doing the process, and then speed our pump up to 2 to 3,000 RPM to do your cleaning process as well. We're able to achieve the line velocities that are necessary for standardized cleaning in the dairy industry specifically, but other industries as well. Um, this is a benefit because with a typical PD pump system, you would have a bypass around the PD pump with valving and controls and such. And with using the single pump to do both processes, you can eliminate the cost of having that bypass with the valves and controls as well.
And George, what are some of the additional benefits of the Axiflow sanitary twin screw pumping technology?
So as we mentioned earlier, the ability to handle a wide range of viscosities, less than 1 to over 2.5 million, actually. We have smaller pumps that can handle as low as 0.02 gallons per minute, accurately up to 2,000 gallons a minute. Discharge pressures with our high pressure version of the pump up to 725 psi, and that's differential. So we look at the difference between the suction and discharge of the pump. If we're able to stuff a pump with pressure, then we can get higher discharge pressures for the pump. Very high suction capability. In the PD pumping industry, it's very difficult for PD pumps to develop high suction because of the low speed that they have to run at. We're able to overcome that with our typical design of a direct motor connection. So we can run the pump, again, as low as 50 RPM up to 2 to 3,000 RPM, with our smallest pump actually being able to run up to 4,000 RPM as well. In the design, the inherent design of the twin screw pump, the technology, it's low shear capability. So we see a lot of the particulate that goes through the pump that does not even touch any of the rotating element of the inside of the pump. So it just moves along the cavity between the feed screws. Virtually pulse free as long as the feed to the pump is constant. We usually have no issues with pulsing. We can do our largest pump. We can do soft solids up to 2 5/8 inches. So essentially whole strawberries, peach slices, and so on. We have options for wear resistance as well. Any rotating equipment, if you're pumping abrasive products, is going to wear out. But between the functionality of the twin screw technology using the wide speed range and the fact that we can harden the pump casing and feed screws, we're able to extend that mean time between failure from a maintenance standpoint. We have different mounting options. We can do a standard external coupling with a shaft mount, or we can do a C-face for all sizes of the pumps that reduces the overall length of any of our size pumps. So in some cases, we have to mount the pumps vertically. So this makes it easy to do that as one unit as opposed to having a separate pump and motor that have to be aligned and so on. We can run dry with a double mechanical seal with a flush for extended periods of time. We can run with products up to 60% entrained air. We don't see the same type of air locking that you might see with other PD style pumps. And the pumps are bidirectional, so we can do top suction end discharge or end suction top discharge. This is capable for both.
And George, can you tell me a little bit about Axiflow's AxiCare program and how that benefits dairy processors?
So our AxiCare program is something that we're currently working on, and our primary objective is to provide the highest level of after-sales service for our products. Machines always need service. There's an adage: if you don't service machines on your time frame, they'll do it on their time frame. So our attempt is to implement a program that allows us to work with an end user and develop this service and maintenance program that they will be able to participate in and take advantage of different levels of spare parts discounts, on-site service, and so on.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this, George. If you're interested in learning more about Axiflow Technologies sanitary twin screw pumps, you can visit axiflowtechnologies.com or call 1-855-AXIFLOW. That is all the time we have for today. George, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me about Axiflow's solutions for dairy processors.
Thank you, Kristen.
And thank you for watching Dairy Processing's Equipment Deep Dive.